Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Super League race. It's Tuesday, 31st of March, and we're at Spa today. Always a great track to see everybody driving around, and it's good to be back. I apologise for the last week, but I had a lot to do. But joining me as always is Jukebox. And how are you tonight, Jukebox?
I'm good, and Toby, I don't know if I expressed how excited I was earlier, but I'm sure you've heard me talk about how much I love Spa, so I am very excited for tonight's race.
I have heard that in the past, and yes, no, I do remember that. I remember well, in fact, I remember it for all the wrong reasons, but the LP race here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm good, and yeah, excited to be here and watch these guys go around this track.
Excellent. Yeah, so am I actually. It's going to be good to see them all back. Who won last week, by the way?
Hold on one second.
I put you on the spot there.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, I have the card ready. Let me plow through the map, and as soon as I slide the map up, I've got that card with all the last week's drivers and everything on there, and we can actually have a look, because, to be honest, Toby, I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah. You're going to have to go through that, because I don't have any notes.
Yeah, I also realized right as I was hitting the go live button that I forgot to send you all the information that I usually send you. So,
okay.
Toby, I apologize, viewers. I apologize, drivers. Y'all will get over it. Alright, so as y'all can see by the map, we are here at the Belgium GP. You may call it Spa. It is an even 7 kilometers long, or 4.35 miles, 19 turns. And as always, it is the official race time, 15 minutes qualifying and a 45-minute race, followed by, or including dynamic weather. So, but it actually looks like it's a beautiful day. So Toby, I'm really hoping our weather holds out.
Yeah, no, it's looking very nice and dry there. I've just got my camera at the moment from Kebab Riggers, who I think is a new driver, who is currently Daz's teammate in the McLaren.
And for some reason, my screen reset. There we go. It's got you back on the full screen. Yeah, and last week's winners were Piero took the first place. He had a great race. Play Dutchie had second. ESSH was third. And Met Boy got driver of the day. If I remember, Met Boy had quite an interesting race, but did a really good job and definitely deserved the driver of the day. Oh, yep, get that up there.
We've got yellow flags all over the track. Oh. Sorry to interrupt there, but so I don't know what's gone on, but Attenborough has set a 1:43.5, which is a pretty good time. Well, very good time, actually.
I'm currently down here on Jojo. It looks like he's going to go into the pits. He's got the medium tires. I have a feeling he's going to change over to the softs. Toby, it's looking like that's the trend for a lot of the drivers tonight. It's going with the soft tires. See, I'm going to go down here I'm going to stick with Daza for a second. And Toby, I guess since I didn't send you any of the points, oh, look at there, and Daza's going to go into the pit. Since I was a very lazy and slack and forgetful commentator that didn't send you all the information, I was going to real quick go ahead and go through the team points real quick, and I guess I'll just go through them since I did forget to send you all that information. And let's see, yep, there we go. Let's actually get those cars up here. And in the lead, we have Play Dutchie with 151 points. Let's see if we can get a car out on track. There's Guillotine out on track. Kobayashi with 30 points. One Shot, Two Down with 20 points. Met Boy with 18 points. Gavranovic with 16 points. Before You Die with 15 points. Got a little bit of a runoff between several of the drivers. Tunturi with 4 points. Toby 0603 with 2. Daza, Deadly Jason, Guillotine are bringing up the rear. Somehow I feel like I missed Napula somewhere. Seems like my stickers just got out of order. He's got 113 points. Piero 95. Yeah, my slideshow did not start over. How you doing, Black Country Mush? Great to see you tonight. I was wondering if we were going to have anybody show up, keep us a little company. Yep, Don Rajiv 81, Adam Grimm 80, it's Jax 58, Jojo Power 52, ESH 37, MQD 94. Yeah, so somewhere in there, it appears I got my slideshow just a little bit wrong. I'm doing fantastic, Triple O. How are you doing? And I'm not hearing from Toby, so I'm gonna y'all give me 1 second here. I'm gonna change cars, get this black box off of the screen here. Oh, no. For a second I thought we may have lost Toby from a disconnection, but we do still have him here. So go ahead and get his camera on back up there so we can have 2 cameras on the screen. Yep, and I believe Toby just had to step away for 1 second. He was cooking his dinner. The races are kind of late at night for him. He always does a great job of getting everything, his stuff done and jumping in here with me. So I'm always more than happy to give him the time he needs. And yeah, as y'all can tell, for some reason, I put a sticker back up there over the standings. Let's go up here. I'm going to move my camera, if I can do it without making y'all sick. Up to... Let's go up here to Adam Grimm because he's currently on pole with a 143.59. He is followed by One Shot, Two Down with a 144.45. Piero third with a 144.61. ESSH with a 144.63. I'm seeing a bit of a trend here, everybody. It's like these drivers are really piling their times up, and I shouldn't be surprised. They do it every week. The Super League is fantastic for stacking themselves right up and giving us a very entertaining race through the whole time. About the only time we get a little slack is right before pit time. Let's see, Guillotine is... I don't know if that was on, y'all could tell on your screen or not, though, but it looked like Guillotine was, I don't know, it's like he had sank in the track there for a second. He's running a 145.39. Nope. Y'all, hold on 1 second here, y'all. I am seeing... Oh, okay, I see what's going on right now. Toby's computer that he's running in his Discord app on crashed on him. He's trying to get it rebooted so he can get back in the chat party, but he is still in control of his camera and broadcasting. So we do still have him with us. He's just not quite with us. But I'm sure he'll be rejoining us in just a minute. 9th is Before You Die with a 145. Yeah, still all the drivers really stacking the times up. 10th is Tourzant, 146. Tourzant, I believe, let me look through here. I believe Tourzant may be replacing Napula tonight. 11th is Toby 0603 with a 146.5. He's doing very well tonight. He's yet to get on the points board, and I've been cheering for him every race. He does run a really good race. He's one of the drivers I believe usually ends up, he doesn't get disqualified. He loses out due to damage on his car, and The stewards in F1 driving are very, very tough. Sometimes I do think they should give the drivers the opportunity to get back to their pit. Even if they have lost a wheel, they still could get back to the pit, get their car fixed, get back out on track, and finish the race at least. Oh yeah, AB, we've got a good full grid again. Yeah, and I'm going to get down there in just a minute, and I'll introduce Daza's new teammate. He was with us last week. He actually did very well. Daza got lucky in getting his replacement teammate. Jojo Power sitting in 11th with a 1:45.7. He's only got 2 laps on this set of soft tires. I believe we're going to see him improve a good bit. Bidley Jason, also one of the drivers yet to get on the points board, and someone I am cheering for. He's got 1 lap on his soft tires. He's running a 1:46, so you can tell it's not his pace. He is quite fast on track and is very talented also as far as I'm concerned. Tourzant, looks like he may have crashed during the qualifying. He's sitting in 13th with a 1:46.194. So far we only have about 2.5 seconds separating first through literally 14th. Currently on MQD, he's got a 1:46.84. Gavra Novick has got a 1:48.03. And we all know Gavra's got just a little bit more speed in him. Also someone who you have to root for Gavra. He does so much for all of us. He just came out on soft tires, so we know he's going to make a good improvement there. Tunturi's been having some fantastic races. He's in 16th at the moment. The 1:49, just out on a brand new set of softs as well. Oh, my man Daza, it looks like he did not manage to get a time in and crashed it out during qualifying. So his pit crew is earning their paychecks and fixing his car at the moment. So he'll probably start at the back of the grid for the race, but I got good faith in Daza. And he is also cross-training. He is competing in the Elite Series of Project Cars League for GAVRA Racing. In the Porsche, he's got a good tough car, so it's very difficult to cross-train, especially just from one car to the other, much less a totally different game and car. F1 to a Porsche GT3 is a huge change-up. Alright, Clydebot on the Discord, I see you. Yes, I stayed on the call for a very, very long time by myself with Toby. It's because I'm waiting on him. You just have some patience. Sometimes the Discord bots have no patience. If they would just listen to a little bit of reason, if they'd watch the stream, they'd know that we were waiting on Toby to get his computer rebooted and get back in. We are down here with, where am I? See, I lost track trying to walk and chew bubblegum. It's because I don't have Toby here to keep me straight. Kobayashi is in 9th. Wow, what is Kobayashi doing down there? Alright, he did go in and get a fresh sort of set of soft tires. Kobayashi is Gavra's teammate, and he is very fast. That's why I was wondering why he's down here in 19th at the moment. As soon as he gets a time in, though, we know we'll see him rocket on up there. And our driver of the day from last week, Metboy, also just getting out on track on a fresh set of softs. And Metboy also a lot of pace. I have to say the top of the field really has not changed up too terrible much, except for Piero putting himself in second with a 1:43. They are down to 1 minute 45 seconds of qualifying. Play Dutchie's got himself in third. Adam Adam Green is going back out on a fresh set of softs. He wants to make sure he sets a good time. He needs actually, if I believe Toby would tell me right now that he needs to beat the time he has set on this set of tires in order to start the race on a fairly fresh set of tires, on this set of tires. If he doesn't, he has to start on the set that he set that time on. I know I'm saying set a lot. It's getting quite difficult. Yeah, y'all give me 1 second here, and I will be right back with y'all. I believe we've got Toby gonna get back in the chat party with us, and after all, he is the better commentator at the F1. Actually, he's fantastic. Yep, y'all, and we are back, and it should make y'all very, very happy. The good commentator has rejoined the commentator's box.
Well, I think we're both good as it happens, but yeah, sorry about that. Oh, I'm not sure about myself, but that sounded like pat on my back, but never mind. Yeah, sorry, I had computer issues. My computer just completely crashed on me. So yeah, but we are back, which is very good news. Asgrim hasn't been beaten yet, but with his 143.4 play Dutchy. They were all lingering behind him for quite a long time, but he's now in the 143s with 143.8, and Piero also in 143s, milliseconds behind him.
Yeah, and I don't know if everybody caught those Jedi reflexes that Adam Grin just had, but I mean, I barely did catch him. It was one of the pink cars, so it was either Deadly Jason or Toby0603 had spun it and was sitting almost sideways in almost the middle of the track when Adam Grin came around that turn, and he just did get around the outside of him really fast there. That was quite impressive.
Yeah, I have to admit I didn't catch it because my computer was down, but my aim was to get back in online, back speaking by the time qualifying ended, and just about succeeded. Yeah, well, it looked like a really interesting qualifying, and Atkinson took pole at 143.4, played Dutchy in second with 143.8, and Piero third with a 143.8 also. One shoot, two down in fourth, ESS in fifth, sixth is its Jax, Don Rajiv in seventh, eighth is Guillotine, MQD in ninth, Kebab Riggers in 10th, Tobio 603 in 11th, 12th is Before You Die, 13th Jojo Power, 14th Kobayashi, and the screen has gone, however, no, it doesn't show any more on the stream.
Oh, and all I was going to say, all of a sudden our chat has oh shit.
It has, yeah. Good evening, everybody, and yeah, doing well. Thank you, Triple O. Hope you are too.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. Not oh shit to y'all in the chat. Oh shit to the screen popped up and I saw it was raining. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry everybody. That was bad timing on my part. But hello everybody in the chat. Yeah, Kiss LP, yeah, keep your eye out, man. This is going to be now it's going to be a very, very interesting race in the rain. I definitely must say. This is...
I heard in the F1 chat that there were quite a few safety cars last race. I think, weren't there?
There were several restarts. Oh, look at that. Toby, did you just notice that we got loaded in nice and smoothly with our formation lap?
That is quite something. And Adam Grimm just took the first corner very wide. I mean, it's a formation lap, but still, the slippery conditions out there look very slippery. He's on intermediates. Let me just find out what the rest of them are on.
Yeah, let me get my the
all
details
in
up
intermediates at the moment. There is a bit of spray. It's not too much. So I think once they got a bit of warmth in the tyres, they should be fine. I mean, I'm sure they're fine. Otherwise, they wouldn't have chosen the intermediates. So yeah, this is going to really throw the cat among the pigeons. I was trying to remember the cliche then.
Oh, yeah, Adam Grin looks like he's already struggling for a little bit of grip even there. How you doing, Alex Gunner Matt? Good to see you in the chat as well.
Evening. But yes, no, I totally agree. This is going to really, really shake things up. So in 15, we had Deli Jason, Cheetont in 16th, Gavra in 17th, Tinto 18th, Dazza in 19th, and Met Boy in 20th.
Let me see. Huh. It looks, I'm not sure we've got, I think this is just a glitch that we're seeing on the screen here, y'all, but it looks like we've got 4 cars stuck on.
That's not what I'm seeing on my screen.
On the line.
Sometimes if they don't take part in the formation lap, they ghost out on the grid, and the rest of the drivers just drive straight through them.
Okay.
Some of the drivers do sometimes do that. I personally think that it's better to get an idea of the grip levels around the track with a formation lap. Obviously not driving full speed, but it gives you a bit of an idea. And also you get a bit of warmth into the tyres, although I'm not sure that is applicable because I'm just assuming you on the starting grid get the warmth in your tyres anyway. But yeah, at least these lot will have an idea of what the actual conditions are like out there.
Yeah, if it looks pretty cloudy, I don't expect it to clear up. I think they're going to be in for a very, very wet race, as Alex Gunnermack is pointing out in the chat how interesting the rain is going to make it.
Yeah, all coming back up on the grid.
Yeah, Black Country Mush is saying he thinks there may have been some contact somewhere on the formation lap, but I think they do. They ghost out during the formation lap, so there isn't any contact. I think, don't they?
The drivers driving don't. The ones who stay on the grid do, but the drivers driving definitely don't.
Oh.
I didn't see any contact, but I was on Attendum, so I didn't.
We got all the lights.
And they're off. Yeah.
Oh, let's see how they. No, I'm just on the edge of my seat waiting to see how they're going to handle this first turn. It looks like Adam Grin's managed to get through pretty good, but my camera guy is stuck on the wrong side of the wall. What's wrong with my camera guy?
They've all been extremely cautious through the first corner, as I think is probably quite wise given the conditions. And all made it safely through. It's Radion, isn't it? It's Eau Rouge is the section up the top here, I think, if I'm right, but I'm not sure. But yeah, all made it safely through. There is virtual safety car.
Oh no!
Everybody's made it through, and we have 2 retirements.
I was fixing to say
I got that one wrong.
I think we did lose Guillotine and Kebab right off the bats. Very unfortunate. Both of them, they had a hell of a race last week. I don't know, Toby. We usually have a general idea in the project cars. We're not as thrown into it as the F1 drivers with it being a wet race. Adam Green goes very wide there, but does manage to get it back on track.
The safety car has ended, so they are racing again. We know the starting conditions, don't we? Until the actual sort of bit before the race. We don't actually know what the second half of the race is going to be. But yeah, it's all very close here, especially between Playduchy and Attengrim. And being a wet race, there's not going to be any DRS.
Oh yeah, I'm down here with, I believe, Don Rajiv and ESH, and they're going too wide through all these turns right here with It's Jax hot on the tail. Oh, we've had a spinner and some ESH spun, and he could, oh God, I can't keep looking. Oh, we had some major contact there. It was, none of that was intentional. It looked like, if I could replay it in my head right here, I believe ESH lost it going around the turn, and It's Jax was just right there behind him, so he got collected in that spin. And then I'm not sure who else, it may have been Tunturi, I think, came flying around the quarter and just did not see anybody, and he just got collected in the carnage as well.
Oh, I'm just seeing it on the stream. Wow.
Yeah, that was a hell of a wreck for those drivers right there. Toby, now we know exactly how treacherous this track is going to be tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a few drivers in the pits at the moment for a wing, by the looks of it. It's Jackson MQD, so they'll be hoping to go long from now on. The race has started, the safety car has ended, and it's left them all pretty much spread out, apart from one chute, two down, who is right in the back of Toby, 0603.
Yeah, now I'm down here. I've got Deadly Jason putting massive pressure on Gavra Novik at the moment.
And Before You Die is really alongside at the moment, Jojo.
Oh, Gavra's gone wide, and Deadly Jason managed to take that position actually quite easily. Toby, I have to say, I think the drivers are really struggling with this wet track tonight.
Yeah, very much so. My stream doesn't seem to be up in the corner at the moment. On the
oh, crap! There we go, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. Shit. Well, there again. We all know what I'm famous for, and it's for not being able to chew bubblegum and walk.
Could easily be the problems I was having a second ago. So, yeah, definitely don't beat yourself up on that one.
Oh, no, it was totally me.
Okay. Toussaint is right. I was giving you an excuse. Toussaint is right behind Kobayashi at the moment. I mean, right behind. Be an interesting battle ahead.
Yeah, and AB Techers is in the chat saying, yeah, talking about that accident. Yeah, that was one hell of an accident. Really did show how tough this track is going to be tonight. Black Country Mush, I have a feeling we're going to see most of our drivers make it to the end. I'm thinking no less than 15. I don't think we'll lose any more. Never mind, I'm just going to shut up. Toby, I'm going to mute my mic and I'm going to walk out of the room for a second, and then I'm going to come back.
It's all right. I did it 2 seconds ago.
Yep. So I'll be back with y'all in just a minute. I'm going to go shake this curse.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we've just lost Kobayashi. I didn't see what happened, unfortunately. But yeah, we got another virtual safety car. So hopefully we don't lose any more. But given the conditions and how fast track Spa actually is, and how tricky, particularly Radion is, it wouldn't surprise me if we see a couple more safety cars yet. But I'm really hoping we won't. Our virtual safety car is gone. Toby's got a really good restart there, right on the back of Don Rajiv.
Oh, he really does have a very nice restart, doesn't he?
Yeah. Although Don Rajiv does seem to be pulling away from him a bit. I think that's closest. No, Piero's coming up on the back of it. Oh, somehow Playducky's got past Attengrim. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, y'all. I'll put the intervals up there. We can actually see just how close they are. Oh, I'm sorry, Toby. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. No. Techers and Black Country Most are just both saying curse. And yeah, I think that was, but I don't think it was
that
your
was.
curse. I think it was a curse of a wet track.
Well, Toby,
So
well, you remember the discussion we were having about 2 hours before the race, and how I was talking about how, you know, if I didn't show up for the race, it was because I was under this massive storm that was sitting on top of me. And remember, right before the race, I said, "Hey man, I'm all good. The storm is clearing out from here."
yeah,
I
it's
th-
come back with it.
I think I know. No, I think I know where it went. It went to the track.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so I think it definitely, all the drivers are getting a massive dose of jukebox curse tonight.
And before you die and Jojo are side by side going into. And now Toussaint has joined the action. He's right in the back of Before You Die. Or he's gone wide, which has allowed Toussaint through. Excuse me.
Yeah, a lot of the drivers are managing to stay very close. I'm going to go back here on my camera to Met Boy. He's only 0.3 off of GAVRA Novik at the moment. I was trying to keep him fended off. I think he'll manage to do it.
Yeah, talking about curses, I did love the fact that that earlier in the race I said, and everybody's made it clean, he threw the radio on, and then Guillotine and Kebab both popped up as having retires.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's split seconds. It's incredible.
But you know what? We've had no lobby issues though.
I'm tempted to see if it works again, but I just don't want to.
I was very hesitant on how many drivers I was saying we may make it to the end with tonight, just because of that exact reason. I have to be honest.
Met Boy is right in the back of GAVRA, and he is going faster. GAVRA's gone wide. He may get a little bit of time penalty, and he has got a time penalty for that.
Oh, that was very close. That was some quick reaction from Met Boy right there. They almost brushed wheels.
Yep. No, there's just no grip out of the last corner there.
There really isn't. Any of you other F1 drivers watching the race, if y'all have done any testing on this track, I know y'all will be racing it in about 2 weeks, I think, because y'all are a week behind. If y'all have done any testing on this track with the wet tires or intermediate tires, please let us know about how many laps we could expect the drivers to get out of these things.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about that myself, I have to admit. Given how wet it is, if they're really careful, they may be able to go quite a long way into the race. A few of them, it's Jax and MQD, both pitted very early, so obviously they'll be hoping to go into the end. I mean, the tyres aren't going to be overheating, given how wet it is. They're going to be able to keep them cool. But yeah, I'm still not sure they're going to be able to get to the end. But we'll see. I mean, they may well do. They've made their mandatory pit stop, but everybody else, I would imagine, will be doing one stop.
Black Country Musk just said that he predicts somewhere about 10 laps. Yes, Triple O. The Belgium track in the rain is very, very difficult. Not too bad for in project cars, I do have to say. But I would imagine in Codemasters F1 2019, in these cars, it is absolutely brutal, because the whole thing just about is very fast. Even the slow turns aren't that slow.
No, and then the slower of the turns are actually really quite tricky, and your braking points need to be pretty precise. And in the wet, it's very difficult to remember work out from lap to lap with changing conditions where that precise point is. But yeah, Alex Gunner's saying that they could potentially go to the end, and I think we're talking about MQD and its Jax, and I tend to agree. But it's going to be tricky for them, I think. MQD's just got past Dazza, and I think Deadly Jason has got. Met Boy has just got past Gavra.
Yep,
Gavra made a battle, but I missed it.
Yeah, Gavra made he ran a little bit wide going through turn 1. and he kind of got hung up on the curb there, and that was all Met Boy needed to come on around him. Let's see, trying to look through the field to see who is pretty close. Yet
We've got Toussaint on Jojo. Daz is still on the back of MQD, I have to say. Looking at the timing, sorry.
Yep, that's what I was just fixing to go down there and look at. Oh wow, yeah, Toussaint really is right on top of Jojo, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, they're not right on the back of each other, but any mistake from Jojo and Toussaint will be through.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go up here and we're going to climb on top of Toussaint's car and get a dual perspective of this battle, Toby.
Okay, yep.
I mean, two extra commentators will just give him... Oh, go ahead.
MQD is catching the back of GAVRA quite quickly. I'm going to keep an eye on the timing of Toussaint, but it seems fairly stable at the moment, so I'm going to switch back here for a second.
Oh, yeah, Toussaint the gap did open up just a little bit there, didn't it? Oh, MQD's really closing in on GAVRA now, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Mind you, he just had a really good run for the Madion there. I think. Or did I think I'm on the wrong part of the track. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's really, really close.
Am I mistaken, or is the rain picking up?
It has been relatively heavy all the way through, but I think this is a little bit heavier. I don't see any more spray than there was before. I think Inter's still good for the moment, and he's going down the inside in turn one. Can't get the camera angle. I don't think they're alongside. No, they're not quite. Mind you, he's going... No. He was thinking about a dive down the inside there, but that was wiped back out, I think. Keeping an eye on the back of Toussaint, and he does appear to be closing a little bit, but this is definitely the hottest at the moment. I think MQD may be able to go. No, he hasn't quite had the overspeed on it. Mind you, GAVRA's made a little bit of talking too fast mistake, and MQD has gone around the outside.
You know, and I take note, that was not commentator's curse, because I'm sitting on top of MQD's car trying to weigh him down just a little bit so he couldn't pass GAVRA.
Yeah, no, I think GAVRA just had braked a little bit late going into the corner there, and MQD braked on time. It's very, very difficult sometimes when you're using the other person as your brake marker to remember your own braking points. So that was great driving from MQD there.
Well, and now, Toby, I know in Project Cars we have to prepare for, and we have to deal with dirty air from the car in front of us. The Codemasters seems like they went pretty in-depth on this game. Do they have to also contend with dirty air when they're right there behind their opponent?
I should imagine, and if it's realistic to life, then the 2019 cars were particularly notorious for having really bad dirty air. So I would imagine it's something they do deal with. And I have to say, mind you, I didn't race the 2019 cars.
Met Boy's made a little bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, that's allowed MQD through. But yeah, the car I've driven on F1 2019 was the Red Bull from years ago, and they weren't too bad with dirty air. So I can't tell you from personal experience, I have to be honest. But yes, I think they probably do. I'm sure somebody will tell us in a second.
Well, Triple O in the chat is saying that as long as they keep the tires cool and don't overheat them, that they should be able to potentially last the whole race. But Black Country Mush feels a little different. Black Country Mush is saying that he thinks the tires are getting close to start dropping off the cliff here, which Black Country Mush did say about lap 10.
Yeah, I tend to agree with both of them, actually. I mean, the drivers who aren't in the midst of the action, like Toussaint is going down the inside of Jojo, and he's... camera's gone strange just for one moment there. I think he's
we had a little contact. No. They just got a little bit too close there, and I believe Toussaint, or wait a minute, no, who am I on? That was Toussaint.
Jojo came off the worst out of that. But yeah,
Who was
I
on?
think it was Tucson.
Okay, yeah.
I'm watching the stream back now because I didn't have a very good view of it. Oh yeah, Jojo he just missed his. I think he was going minutely too fast into the corner and couldn't get the car turned in. The wheels touched and he went around by the looks of it. That was a very unfortunate incident. I think totally a racing incident.
Oh yeah,
yes.
definitely. This track that's another great example of just how treacherous this track is being tonight.
Yeah, very much so. No, back to the tyre issue. I tend to agree with both of them. MQD has got past Jojo. Jojo's dropping down a lot. Oh, he's gone into the pits. So he's decided he's had enough. Maybe he needed a new wing. No, he's on his way out now. So, but yeah, there are a lot of them who have been in really quite fierce action all the way through, and they're going to have used up a lot of their tyres already. But then there are some of them who've been taking it quite cautiously, and they should be able to go longer. MQD, who's one who pitted early and was hoping to go to the end, has certainly not been taking it cautiously. So he may have to pit again come the end. You still there?
Yep, sorry, I'm up here. I'm sitting here watching Toby0603 sitting in 5th place at the moment. I must say, I'm very impressed. I believe I said at the beginning that he was one of the drivers I was cheering for. And he's doing a really good job. He's got himself in a little bit of a pocket here so he can be a little bit comfortable.
Yeah.
Nope, he's got Tourazant starting to close the gap up on him now, though, but...
Still 2 seconds. Well, yeah. Closing, it's now 1.5. But yeah, having a bit of air means that he's going to be able to look after those tyres, and if he can go a bit longer, then he's going to have potentially fresher tyres at the end. But you're right, he's going to have to start pushing a bit more, I think. But 1 Shoot 2 Down is right behind Metboy.
Oh wow, he really is.
And he just went a bit squiggly out of the corner there, which has allowed Metboy to move away a little bit.
Oh! Yep.
Oh, mind you, Metboy's made a mistake, and 1 Shoot 2 Down has made his way through.
Let me get back on here on top of Metboy's car. I don't think Metboy is gonna let him go too easily, though. I think he's gonna try to stay right there up on top of him.
But 1 Shoot 2 Down has got only 3 laps on his tyres, whereas Metboy has got 9. So it's going to be quite tricky for him to keep up, and he looks to be struggling a bit to keep up. I mean, in fact, he has dropped back a lot. In fact, he's dropped back in the clutches of It's Jax, who is about to make a move around the outside. I think he's going to have that done before the corner.
Oh, yeah. Yep, he definitely, he did.
Yeah, I think Metboy's tyres are starting to... yeah, it looks like Black Country Mosh is very, very accurate on his timings there, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like he was dead on it, because I just moved back here to GAVRA closing in on JoJo, and it looks like JoJo is starting to struggle a little bit. Which is really odd, though, because JoJo has the fresh tires and GAVRA's on 9 laps.
Yeah. GAVRA's really closing him down, actually. Maybe he's... Oh, no, he hasn't. I was thinking maybe he had a bit of damage, but I don't think so. But GAVRA's definitely...
Yeah, Metboy went wide.
Past Metboy.
Yeah, Metboy went really wide there.
And GAVRA is looking for the move too. Has Metboy got a puncture? No, I don't think he does. I thought I saw a flapping tyre for a second, but no. I don't even know you can get... Oh, GAVRA and Metboy's made a mistake, and GAVRA's made his way through too. I think Metboy's going to really have to think about changing those tyres soon.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea for him to come on in. He's right here at the end of this lap. I'd be seriously thinking about coming on in and taking some fresh tires myself.
Toussaint is right in the back of Toby
Yep.
now.
Yeah, Met Boy's going to go on in and grab some tires. He's just struggling too hard.
And they're side by side. Oh, wow, that was close. It was lag, but I thought Toby had been spun out. They were so close, but it was just lag, which is very good news. But yeah.
I'm going to move my camera up here to our leader, Play Dutchy, for a moment, because I just looked up here. I knew we didn't have to watch these guys too much, that they were going to get a little spaced out. But Play Dutchy has himself a 5.1 second lead over Adam Grin at the moment.
And just when you said that, I saw that, and yeah, that's a pretty impressive gap. I still don't know how Play Dutchy managed to get past Attingham, but it happened at some point between safety cars, I think.
It's the whole top of the field. We've got 5 seconds between Adam Grin and Play Dutchy, 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds from Piero to Adam Grin, 8 seconds from Don Rajib to Piero, 10 seconds from Toby06 to Don Rajib. But Toussaint right there in 6th, though. He's the one really closing the gap up.
Well, actually, he's dropping back. He was side by side, in fact, a couple of corners ago. Yeah, so he's dropped back quite a bit. Dazza has just got a 3-second penalty. Deadly Jason is right in the back of Met Boy now, who has just come out of the pits. They're on relatively comparable tyre age.
All right, now Toby, almost about half of the top of the field went in for tires. Play Dutchy went in for tires. Piero was in 2nd. He decided to stay out.
Oh, yeah.
Don Rajib also stayed out. Adam Grin took some tires.
Yep.
I don't know. I have to say I'm actually very concerned about that race strategy right there.
Well, I mean, Piero's got a bit of a space behind him, or had, before everybody started pitting. So he's got a bit of room to make that gamble. However, Play Dutchy is definitely much faster. I mean, he's taken 2/10 out in the last sector. So I don't think this gamble is going to pay off for Piero, I have to say. But yeah, if he can stay out a bit longer and have fresher tyres at the end, then when the others have their tyres going off, then he could be in a bit of a better position and potentially make a bit of a gain. But yeah, I think Attingham and Play Dutchy had to make the call at the same time as each other, otherwise one would have got away from the other. So I'm not surprised those two went in. Mind you, Don Rajib is not that far behind Play Dutchy now, and they're on.
Yeah, no, he's only 3.5 seconds from. Oh, yep, and there's Play Dutchy.
Yep.
Okay, Piero is going on in.
I'd imagine Don Rajib. Oh, Don Rajib hasn't pitted.
Oh.
I'm quite surprised by that.
Don Rajib may be taking very good care of his tires then.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't looked like he's struggled too hard.
No, he definitely hasn't lost any time to. Well, he's losing a bit of time to Attingham, but not much. And in fact, really not much. And he was actually catching Piero. So yeah, for him, this may well be the right call. Although I think this lap is definitely the last lap he will want to be out now that Piero's pitted. And he's got Attingham behind him, who is not really for position considering Don Rajib hasn't pitted yet. But Don Rajib, it's in his favour to keep Attingham behind, and there's no reason for him to let him by. This is for position.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, I do believe I talked to some of the drivers, and they confirmed that they can see the tires, other drivers' tire information, but not how many laps they have on them, so they don't really know. So say basically Adam Grin doesn't really know that Don Rajib has so many laps on his tires. So to him, he's straight up fighting for a position right now.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I should imagine that Attingham will know that Don Rajib hasn't pitted, but only from the point of view of their position, because obviously Don Rajib was behind him. but no, they don't know. They know what tyre their opponents are on, but not the age of the tyre. Yeah. So, but yeah, no. Don Rajiv, by keeping him behind, is making his possibility of catching back up that bit higher. And he stayed out again. I'm quite surprised about that.
Oh, wow. I'm blown away by that. He's up to 13 laps on those tires.
Yeah.
Tourzant's the next one. He's got 12. MQD's got the 11, but, well, and It's Jax has the 11, but everybody else is running pretty fresh tires at the moment.
Don Rajiv lost 2 seconds in that last lap to play Dutchy, and so he's really ruining Attengrim's race as it happens. I mean, he's perfectly in the right to do so, but this is totally ruining Attengrim's race, because now I think it's pretty much impossible for Attengrim to catch play Dutchy again. Although every time I've said that in the past, they've proved me wrong, so it could be interesting at the end. But yeah, Don Rajiv, I don't think we'll have any chance now of catching Piero, because Piero is catching him as well.
Adam Grimm was fixing to go around the outside there. He wasn't quite able to get up in the position to do it, though. Yeah, I couldn't. This battle right here is so intense, Toby. I had to jump on top of Adam Grimm's car to get a better look at this battle, see how he was running down Don Rajiv.
Yep, Attengrim will be much, much faster, but this will also be damaging his tyres. So yeah,
definitely we definitely have a game of high-speed poker going on right here. Both drivers are gambling, like we just talked about. Neither one of the drivers. Oh, was Don Rajiv makes?
Yep, he did.
That was it. That was all the little mistake Adam Grimm needed.
Through. Yep, but that has allowed Piero to catch up quite a lot to Adam Grimm. And it'll be interesting to see whether he continues to catch up. But Don Rajiv's still not giving up. And he's still staying out.
What? He did not? Oh, my.
Well, he's going to have very good tyres at the end.
That could be. Maybe that's his strategy, because he's starting to lose a little bit of time, but I don't think he's really not losing that much.
He's not really. No. I'm going back to It's Jax, who is right in the back of 1 Shoot 2 Down. Because I don't see Don Rajiv catching up, regardless of whether he's keeping up.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's Jax is right behind 1 Shoot. I'm going to keep an eye on Don Rajiv though, just to see whether he pits or not. But the people he's really battling are MQD. Well, really just MQD, and MQD is still out at the moment. Oh no, Gavra's just retired.
Oh.
And a virtual safety car.
Oh no. Yeah, this track is it's being brutal on the drivers tonight.
So, oh no, Edge Jax is going for he almost went for the overtake under a virtual safety car. That would have been a big mistake.
Oh, yeah. I have to admit, I'm not completely up to speed on all the yellow flag rules and everything, but I know that is a huge no-no.
Yeah, I think that potentially could have got him potentially disqualified. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but he's going to have to be paid. Oh, safety car is gone, and It's Jax has got... I thought for a second It's Jax had a better restart, but 1 Shoot... has kept him behind. Still really close.
He really is. What is that, 3/10 right off of him? Yeah, these drivers are really close.
Yeah, Black Country was saying Don Rajiv ought to have pitted under the virtual safety car, and I tend to agree, but he hasn't. He's still out. As is MQD. I think...
I was just fixing to go up there and check on Don Rajiv, too. He's managing to hold that gap fairly tight. He's only 1.5 seconds off of Adam Grimm.
That is true, and we know Adam Grimm is fast and on pressure tyres. Although Tekis was just saying that Attenborough, oh no, oh yeah, and oh that's it, Jack's pitting, and on the way into the pits he's bashed into the wall, which unfortunately meant he's damaged his wing, and he may well have to replace that now.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to hurt his performance, especially in these weather conditions.
MQD is the one who, along with its Jacks, pitted, and yes, he's changing his wing. MQD is the one who pitted right at the beginning with its Jacks as a result of damage. So yeah, it's looking like its Jacks is definitely two-stopping. I'd imagine, given the struggles everybody else is having on tyres, MQD might well be too.
And I have to say, I don't believe that. Yeah, MQD and Don Raji both. I mean, the amount of laps that they have on their tires is, compared to the other drivers, is just absolutely insane at the moment.
Yeah, Don Raji is now losing a lot of time to Attenborough. I really can't understand why he hasn't pitted yet. But maybe he's just feeling that no, he's well over half distance. So yeah, I really don't see any benefit in staying out anymore.
Yeah, no, as many laps as he has at this point on those tires, he could pit, and we're basically three-quarters through.
Again. Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder whether he's maybe thinking they'll be able to go to slicks at the end, although I find that's unlikely given the state of the track at the moment.
Yeah. But Black Country Mush did bring up a pretty good point. Piero is starting to slowly close the gap to Don Rajiv. So I'm a little I'm starting to really get concerned at this point if Don Rajiv doesn't pit sometime soon. It could end up hurting him.
Yeah, Don Rajiv's not really racing Piero. He's racing MQD behind him because Piero has obviously pitted already and he's 1 second behind. So guarantees Don Rajiv will be a long way behind Piero after the pit stop. Yeah, the only thing I can think is Don Rajiv is covering MQD, but at the same time, as you said before, he doesn't know how many laps MQD has done in his tyres.
Oh, we've got, and I got my camera back here on Jojo. He's trying to go for the move around Met Boy. Oh, he tries to get it from the outside. Oh, look at these. They just came through the last chicane side by side. That was very impressive. They're going down the front straight. Are they fixing? They're fixing to go turn 1 side by side. Yep, they are doing it. And I believe no, they're still. Toby knew. Wait a minute. There we go. Met Boy finally managed to get a little bit in front of him. Jojo's not. They're going almost up the hills. Yep, side by side again. Jojo very impressively holding on to his car. He almost lost it. Toby, these drivers are still just side by side and just trading spots here.
I'm keeping an eye on Piero and Don Rajiv because Piero just died down the inside of Don Rajiv and there's a bit of wheel tapping. Don Rajiv's not giving up that position despite the age of his tyres. But I think Piero may have him. Nope. Don Rajiv's kept ahead. That was good racing considering the age of his tyres, but a bit of a fruitless battle. And Piero has almost certainly got the drive down into the Radion. No, Don Rajiv has.
And Jojo made just a little bit of a mistake going into one of the turns. It was just enough to allow Met Boy to get almost out of the 1 second range. But he is still closing back up on him. We're trying to anyway.
Wow. Piero just made it around the outside into Eau Rouge there, I think. And wow, Don Rajiv only just braked in time.
Yeah, I'm just now seeing that on my screen. That was a fantastic move. These drivers...
No, it's a little bit after that on the screen. They go up the hill, and then it's in the next bit. It's just about to happen now. But yeah, I don't think there's anybody particularly close.
No, I think about the closest at the moment is where I'm at back here with JoJo. He's 0.8 seconds from Met Boy. He's really trying to get the gap closed on in, but
Yeah, I'm just looking at the place gainers at the moment, and Toussaint has made 10 places, which is absolutely brilliant showing.
wow.
Don Rajiv is obviously out of position. Mind you, I don't think he really is actually at the moment, because MQD behind him is on pretty much the same strategy. But I have a feeling he may come out behind Toussaint, I have to say, in which case he'll be up 11. Yeah, Don Rajiv really has to pit. I don't know why he hasn't. He hasn't pitted at all yet. So he has mandatory pit stop to do. And he's spun.
Oh,
yep.
No. Oh, well, what's his gap to MQD? Can he get it can he still get it back around and get through the pit and stay in front of MQD?
He'll definitely be in front of MQD, but I think he will drop that position to Toussaint now, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt him.
Yeah, because he is on the same strategy as MQD, and he's currently, 14 seconds ahead. Although MQD is catching him quite quickly. Which one of them is going to blink first? Oh, Before You Die has just made his way past Toby 0603, as has its Jax. Oh, because Toby's come into the pits.
He must have picked up a little bit of damage. Toby 0603 has been having a fantastic race tonight.
And Toussaint has just made it past MQD. MQD has had a spin somewhere, I think. I don't see any damage. Yeah, Don Rajiv is now definitely ahead of MQD.
Yeah, and everybody, since we're down to lap 19 of the 22, now is definitely time for y'all to go ahead and start naming y'all's driver of the day. I'm really looking at I'm looking at Toby 0603 myself.
MQD, sorry to interrupt, but MQD has definitely got damage, or he's got a puncture somewhere. But I don't see a puncture, so he's got damage.
Oh,
he's going really slowly.
17 laps. Surely he's got a puncture at this point. 17 laps on these intermediate tires. I have to, now that it came out of my mouth, I don't see how they didn't have to go to the full wets.
Don Rajiv has got 19. And he's got his mandatory pit stop to do, so he's staying out again. I have no idea why he's pitting on the last lap, if he intends to pit at all.
Oh, he has. Yeah, see, now I have to go look. He has pitted, hasn't he?
He hasn't, no. I just checked that. Which means, I don't know whether it's disqualification, actually, if you don't pit. It would certainly be a time penalty, if nothing else.
Well, he's only got right at 4 seconds to Toussaint. So it wouldn't take much of a time penalty anyway to put him down into 5th place.
No, he's 12 seconds in front of Toussaint.
Oh, yep, sorry y'all.
Yep.
I'm trying to do math when I don't have to.
But no, I'd imagine that it would be a bigger penalty than. In fact, I think it would be disqualification. Because it is a mandatory pit stop. It's.
Yeah, I think that's the way it works in real life racing, though. I believe.
It is, yes.
Triple O just said if it's wet race, you don't have to pit. So that could be very interesting. That would be something that I definitely didn't know about.
I may be wrong, but I thought you did. I thought it was a mandatory pit stop, regardless of whether it was wet or dry. I think the rule is that you don't have to choose two different types of tyres if it's a wet race. But you've still got to pit. I believe. I may be wrong.
Okay,
but,
so you could take 2 sets of intermediates, just like
exactly.
we've seen the drivers do.
Yeah.
But they still did. have to make the pit stop. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, definitely.
Toby, since we've got the 1 lap left, I'm gonna go ahead and take your camera off of the screen.
Okay. Oh, Jojo has retired.
Oh no, Jojo was having a really good race too. He must have also picked up a little bit. See, now we've fallen below my line of how many drivers we're gonna get finished. Oh, and we just Toby0603 just showed up in the chat too with a bunch of really angry faces.
Got disconnected.
He got disconnected. Which yeah, that's really unfortunate.
I have to say, for me, the driver of the day is Toussaint with 11 places gained. Although Met Boy also has 11 places gained, but Toussaint being out there in 5th, I think that's an incredible race from him. And mind you, having said that, the top 3 also deserve. Don Rajiv deserves the driver of the day from the point of view that he's gone so long on a set of tyres. So Alex Gunner is also said you don't have to pit because it's a wet race.
Oh.
So, okay, well, maybe that's a great, in fact, in which case, Don Rajiv is definitely a contender of the driver of the day for going so long, in fact, the entire race.
I think I agree. I really want to give it to Toby, but wow, the 20 laps. He's going to do the 22 laps on one set of intermediate tires. Yeah, I agree. I'm putting his sticker in place now, unless anybody disagrees. But seeing as how it's lap 22, they can't anymore. So yeah.
Oh, I've just noticed that Asselgren is really closing up the back of Play Dutchy. I don't think he's got quite enough time to oh no, they're not teammates. I was going to say maybe they're trying a formation lap at the end, formation finish, but no, Attington is really catching. In fact, I don't think Play Dutchy is going to be able to hold them off.
Oh, this could be very interesting right here at the very end. They always do keep me right on my toes. Let me pull my stickers back up here and get ready. This could be very, very interesting. Oh yeah, he's really... It's not much of a gap, but he's really closing it in. Toby, we have not had a race yet that they did not have us on literally the edge of our seats right here at the very end.
Well, I think every one so far we've said the top 3, they're set, they're too far apart, can't really do anything. Every time it's changed. Asselgren is really, really, really close now.
Oh, 2/10. Play Dutchy's doing everything he can to keep Adam Grimm fended off at the moment. Black Country Mush says Adam has penalties. And and Don's got a puncture. Oh.
I can't go back. I've got to keep on this. But Attingham's down the inside of Play Dutchy right at the end.
Right it.
But I think the drag Play Dutchy's going to have it. No, Attingham's got it.
Oh, it's saying Play Dutchy managed to hold on to, I guess, the penalty.
I think Attingham had penalties, but
wow,
on track finish. That was he really does have a puncture, doesn't he? Oh,
I got to go down there and see his car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah, we still gave him driver of the day though. So if nothing else, I mean, he did get driver of the day. I'm so impressed. He's going to manage the whole 22 laps, basically.
Yeah, those tires are dead.
Yeah, I could see it on my screen when he slowed down a little bit. I could see some actual tread on the very outside of the tire, and the rest of it was just slick. Yeah, his tires are gone. Wow, yeah. Well, Toby, that was a hell of a finish. I thought for sure for a second Adam Grin had it, but it looks like Play Dutchy got saved by those few little penalties there. And I'm going to keep my camera on Don Rajiv until it takes it away. He's doing such a great job of keeping his car on track with that blown tire. He's just about to cross the line. I couldn't help it. Once you pointed it out, I had to stay with him so we could see him come across the line.
I'm also watching him across the line. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What a race.
It was incredible. It really was. And yeah, lots of action. Unfortunately, we had a few retirements. But yeah, incredibly exciting race. But yeah, I totally agree. That was a definitely good attempt from Don Rajiv to go to the end. It would have paid off. Yep, on the podium now, I think.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And there we go with Play Dutchie for the win. Oh, yeah. Don't know why I'm communicating with servers there and it's blacking out my screen intermittently, but it's doing it. But anyway, Play Dutchie for the win. Adam Grin with... that battle between those two was just amazing right there at the end. Piero's in the third, and Don Rajiv, yeah, Toby, I think he definitely deserved the
I think so.
The driver of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, that really was unlucky right at the end. And yeah, so a great race into Sompton fourth. He definitely would have been the other contender for the driver of the day for me. One shoot T down in fifth. Sixth was Before You Die. Seventh, X Jax. Don Rajiv in eighth. Metboy in ninth. 10th, Debbie Jason. It's the last of the points. MKD in 11th. Dazza in 12th. Tobio 603 in 13th. Jojo in 14th. GAVRA actually did finish, despite retiring. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry, I got that wrong there. So yeah, Dazza, I believe, was the last of our finishers. Was it Toby? No, Toby was. But yeah, an incredible race.
Yeah, yeah, I have to say, especially right there at the end. Yeah, we have not had a race yet that they have disappointed us right here at the end. We get a little bit of a lull, like right before the pit stops, and then they just pick the action right back up.
Yeah. There were a few lulls during the race where they were all spread apart. But right at the end, I don't know how they always manage to do it. No matter how far apart they are, just at the end, the top three always seem to change.
They really do. They just close each other right back up. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain a bit. I love watching the end, and it really keeps me on my toes on trying to get everybody's stickers and the graphics up in the right place. I really thought I was gonna be moving Play Dutchie and Adam Grimm split second right there at the end. Yeah. It was.
It was. I think it was Alex Gunner said that Attingham had penalties. Otherwise, I thought that Attingham was generally coming around to take the win. But yeah, that was incredible. Another great race.
Yeah. AB Techers, there's I guess since they raced the rain tonight, if it was a Project Cars race, I'd say you had a really good chance of it being rain also. And maybe if y'all were racing it the next day, I've noticed that whenever y'all race on Mondays, the weather is pretty close to being the same on Tuesday. But with it being a week apart, I think you're going to have a good chance of having some sunshine during the whole race.
Yeah. No, it'll be interesting to see. And if it is in the wet, then yeah, I definitely wish you all the best. And you know from Super League this week that it's very treacherous out there, and to take the first few corners very, very carefully.
Very carefully, yes. And you know what, Toby? I just realized I have not put in a shameless advertisement for GAVRA Racing during this race. So I guess it's shameless advertisement time.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody, make sure you go to the website, gavraracing.ultravista.org. He has tons of information on there. There's a Dirt Rally 2.0 league starting up. It will be cross-platform, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. And just as a little additional note, PlayStation is giving it out for free this month for April. not this month, but next month, April. I guess tomorrow. But yeah, there's tons of information on the website, all the standings and everything, as along with all the information to sign up. There's a new F1 Academy season starting up, I believe, next week. I think I saw in one of the chats, Toby.
Sorry, I was trying to read the stream. I wasn't listening.
Oh, it's all right. And there's also a link for the Discord channel in there, as well as a link for the Patreon site if you wish to become a Patreon supporter. We are, after all, completely community driven. It's everyone donating their time. Trying to think if there's anything that my shameless self has missed. I don't think there is. Just, I guess, I'm going to say thank you to everybody for watching. Thanks to the administrators and Gavra. And massive thanks to you, Toby. And I'll shut my mouth and I'll leave the rest of it with you.
Thank you very much to you as well. It's been a lot of fun as always, and thank you to all the drivers for keeping us right on the edge of our seats. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and obviously to all the admins, and they do a fantastic job as well. It sounds like an acceptance speech now. And most importantly, thank you all to all of you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was great to be back, and we will see you next week. Until then, have a good week and stay safe. Speech. Bye.